Beautiful things don't demand attention, so I don't say a word.
Don't judge me by my cover, because I can give you a good read.
The circle may have changed, but the queen always stays the same.
You better look both ways before you cross me, sweetie.
I may not be perfect, but at least I'm being me.
I'm Zachary O'Neal, and this is the Inner Circle Dallas Season 4 reunion after a season of rumors, accusations, arguments, Twitter beefs, and text message beefs. We've all come to sit down and discuss Season 4. So, Devin, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
You ready for your first reunion?
Yeah.
Any nervousness, any awkwardness going on?
Oh, not at all.
No, not at all?
No.
Okay. Nyoka, you ready for your first reunion?
I am.
So you've been behind the camera. So how is it coming in front of the camera?
It's really no different. It's just a lot more opinions.
Uh-huh.
But I don't really give a fuck about them.
Oh, okay. Darius,
Exactly. How
this
you
is your 20th reunion.
Yes.
How are you? You feeling good?
I'm feeling great.
Does it feel different to be not at the head of the couch as you are usually?
You know, but I'm actually cool with that. I have no problems against that, so I'm going.
That means you was cool this season.
Yeah,
You
you know,
Okay,
no,
I'm
we
good
know
with
these
that.
shoes. And I just want to point out too, for the record, Christina, I dressed myself this time, and this is all express from head to toe. So, you know, you don't have to have any kind of compliments about what I'm dressing today for the event. So thank you.
No compliments.
Okay, well let's hold on. Let's say this because I see it's already gone. Chelsea, first season,
Yeah.
head of the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you? How you feeling? First
I'm feeling
reunion.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You good? Everything?
I'm
Okay.
good. I'm ready.
Okay. Christina,
Fabulous. For the norm.
20th reunion again.
Big. Ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean?
Okay. How you feeling?
I'm blessed and highly favored.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay, well let's jump into it.
I'm ready.
So, first off, I want to start with the newbies. Everybody who was first season, Chelsea, Nyoka, Darius. Start with you.
Okay.
What was it like watching the show back and seeing yourself?
It was a emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
Needs to say. There's a lot of points I was like, got me fucked up, and then there was a lot of points where like, okay, you know, reunion time.
I will say, one thing we get with you is everybody loves every single look that you have did the whole
Yes,
season.
absolutely.
So that's one thing I constantly get between text messages, comments, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I
very
see it.
beautiful
I see it. Thank you, Dave.
Yes, of course.
All right, Devin, who was it like seeing yourself back on the show?
Personal, I'm fabulous. I look good as usual. The only thing, I have some regrets because I was pretty kind of starting some shit.
Well, we'll get to that later on.
Yes,
Nyoka, you like seeing yourself on camera?
Yeah, it was interesting. It was funny to hear what people got to say. I just laughed.
Okay.
Now this is everybody's favorite.
Your eyes lit.
Everybody loves Nye.
They did.
Everybody loves Nye.
Christina always seems to forget what goes on during the show until she watches it back.
All the time. I completely forget, like, I don't believe that's me.
It's okay for
Like,
you.
it's just, who put that in her?
Definitely is.
She's crazy.
Okay. So has anything? What has been the response from y'all being on the show? Like any comments from like friends, family, anything?
Oh, absolutely. My family is very invested into the show. We have watch parties. Like, my grandpa loves
Yeah.
Devin.
He loves
It
Devin.
may be a shock to come about him saying that I was loud as fuck in his favorite. Like, my friend has a thing. It was so funny to him. But yeah, my entire family, like, from siblings to my mom to my grandparents, like, they love it. They love
Yeah,
it.
that's good. Anybody else? Any?
Everybody just say I'm funny. They love that. I'm not single, y'all. I'm doubling you out.
That was my favorite line. That was my favorite. Wait. That one and Christina. Have I ever?
For 1 second, but I've been fucking life. Just listen to me throughout the rest of 2018. I'm doubled.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So Christina, what makes you the queen?
I think that people gave me that title honestly just because before I even came to the show, I called myself Queen Stina. I just present myself as a queen like that. I was born a queen.
Yeah.
We were born into royalty. That's just how I feel about. Honestly, I feel like that about every woman on the stage. But I just present myself as that. I'm a queen. Period. And I think people just held that title to me because I've been on the show since day one. So they just, my hashtag Queen Stina.
But do you think sometimes that you take this title of being a queen a little bit too far?
No.
In what way do you think she took it too far?
Well, okay, I have a lot of love for Christina. We've been through a lot in our relationship, but a lot of times too, when I have to sit her aside, I feel like she feels because she is the OG, and I give her mad props.
Well, so are you. I mean, you're an
but
OG too. You've been on the show this long.
I don't consider myself to feel like I am above anybody else.
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
Did you watch the show or didn't you watch the
Because
show?
you was on the phone with London and you said that you was that bitch and you ran.
I'm not talking to you.
Did you
So
ran
I just stay over there in the corner.
You said this was your
I was actually addressing Christina. No,
You said this was your
You said you talked to me. I'm not talking to you.
Can Christina answer the question?
Thank you. It wasn't Christina and Devin. It was Christina and Devin.
Okay, so how do you feel hearing that from him?
I just feel like, that's always going to be our level up on everybody that comes to the show. We've been here since day one. We've been rocking with you since day one, and it just is what it is. And honestly, I've been rocking with you before Darius even came along. So yes, I'm always going to be the queen, and you're always going to be the king. That's just.
But do you feel like you're superior to anybody else on the cast? Is my question.
Sweetheart, I feel like I'm above any peasant. So if you feel like you're a peasant, then that's
Baby,
your
I'm not a
problem,
peasant.
not mine.
I'm not
As long as you feel like you're a king, then I don't feel like
I
I'm above
know I'm a fucking
But
king.
the question is, do you feel like you are above anybody?
No. I don't.
Okay.
I don't feel like I have to present myself as I'm above you. I'm just a queen. Just because I'm saying that I'm a queen doesn't mean that I'm saying that you're not.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? I've never said, oh, you're beneath me. You're beneath
It's
me.
how you carry yourself.
Yeah, I've never said that.
Okay, good.
So why do you feel like he's above everybody?
I just said because when watching the show back, when he was on the phone call, he said that he was not going to let Christina take the show over because he started it. He brought her to the group. She was the extra. So therefore, you already thought you would.
Well, did you see season 1?
I watched all the seasons.
You
and it was
watched all the
tied.
seasons.
You
So
was tied
you
in
do
every
recall the
season.
fact that when I went to Edgar's event, that I did bring her along.
Yeah,
so
you
I
bring
did
up unnecessary
invite her
people.
around
You're
my
tired.
friends.
You're tired.
You
So it don't
invited
make
me.
sense.
Nigga, you
invited
tired.
me
So why
around
don't you
your
sit over
friends.
there
You
with your
did not
fucking
bring me
jacket
to the
on and just mind your motherfucking mouth? Okay, you're tired.
But we need to let you know. My question is, did you bring me? Are you the reason I'm here? Did you bring me to the show?
I didn't say that I was.
That's what you
the reason
said.
that you
That's
did.
what you said.
Okay.
That's all I need you to say. Is that true or not?
It's not true.
Okay.
It's not true.
That's all I need to know.
Okay.
Okay.
So Devin,
I need you to mind your motherfucking mouth. Over.
Wrong.
No.
Okay.
Shut me up. Beat
No,
my
you need
ass.
to shut your fucking
Beat
mouth.
my ass.
don't do it because Devin, you
right.
asking for it. Don't do it
asking for
because
it.
Darius hops off couch. So don't do that. Darius will hop off the couch. You know he
Not
hops
today, Sam.
Darius will hop off the couch. Don't do that.
Baby, this jacket come off. Y'all seen the last episode.
We'll take that
what's
shit
up?
off.
Okay, well hold on.
That
So
won't
Devin,
like range
I have a question.
Damn.
Darius.
Yes.
I have a question for Devin. So do you feel, because a lot in the show, you were calling most of the women bitches on the show. Do you feel it's disrespectful of you to do that? To them?
Yes, as I was looking back, like I said, I made some mistakes, yes.
Did you
I would-
apologize?
Would you like to apologize for that?
Yes.
To who?
I would like to apologize to Nyoka. And I apologize for Chelsea because of the things she did pull me to the side and let me know she was feeling some type of way. And I apologize for those things.
So Darius,
Yes.
do you feel like this season that you've made genuine friendships versus other seasons?
I really do. I feel like with this season, with the new people that we have on the cast, that I feel like I've made genuine connections with Chelsea. I love her to death. And I've made great connections with Nyoka. Both of them are amazing women and they're strong women. And like I say, I have mad props for Christina. I love her. We have connected ever since we started the fucking show.
Yeah.
So
I feel some type of way about that comment.
all the girls on this cast, I say that they're wonderful people. They have great energy. So the connections that I've made with the two of these ladies, they've been wonderful.
Okay. What do you have to say about that?
Just recapping, you did say when you and Christina had your little last hurrah, you said no new friends. Elaborate.
Okay, so again, I'm open to meeting people. I have nothing against trying to make a new friend at all, point blank period. So I guess perhaps I need to go ahead and take back what I said about that, because like this new season, this new start with getting to know y'all, it was.
Well, do you feel like that doesn't apply to them since you've already made friends with her? So do you feel like maybe that doesn't apply to them since you're already their friend? Maybe new people going forward, you don't want to have
perhaps, yes. Yeah.
You accept that? Okay.
All right.
So let's jump into the season. Start of the season, Christina didn't love Darius nowhere around her at all. So when you heard that, because you had no idea, the text message went to everybody but you.
Yeah.
So when you first heard that, how did that make you feel?
Well, I knew that we also already had issues going in. So my thing was, it doesn't matter. Like, if we're going out to an event, we can be cordial with each other. We don't actually have to be buddy like we normally are. Like, we can coexist going into the same event in the same room and just be cool. Hey, how you doing? You look good. Fine. Bye.
Would you have been able to do that?
No.
Why not?
For one, we all know how Darius is. And Darius pops off. I'm
Okay.
just the only person here that never popped off because he do it to the right people.
But you pop
No,
off too,
hold
don't
on,
you?
hold on, because was you talking to me? I thought you was. Okay, so what I was saying was, Darius likes to pop off. And I think that what people misconstrue, don't understand about our relationship is that we have been through a whole lot. And we've been through a whole lot on camera and off camera.
Absolutely.
Okay? So the things that he's done, I felt like it was too far. It was my personal life, and I felt like he put my personal life on blast with some people that I didn't even know.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't feel like friends truly should do that, and my emotions was invested in that. I'm not saying that how I felt was absolutely correct, but that's how I felt, and I stand by that.
Okay. So Chelsea, after you got that message, you invited Darius anyway. Did you think that it was messy? Or did you have any ill will when you did that?
I absolutely did not have any ill will. I did not. I didn't have a strong connection with either one of them to have any intent, like malicious intent against any one of them. And my understanding was, it's like, I don't have any like solid loyalty to any one of them. And my whole perspective was to like get to know everybody on a level playing field.
Sure.
I want to get to know Darius. I want to get to know Christina. I even talked to Naoka about Christina. Like, I feel like she's a really cool treat. Like, kind of let me know how it would be. And I asked her just so I could prepare, because I kind of felt like she was going to chew me out about inviting Darius. So I wanted to get Naoka's perspective about, you know, how Christina was, so I can know, like, okay, how should I come to her when she comes to me like this?
Can I ask you a question? What would a simple conversation between me and you, and you may be able to, like Naoka, defuse the situation. You could have been that now. What's her name? Ayala. Yeah, Ayala. Yeah, you could have been her, because I mean, I feel like that situation didn't have to happen like that. If just like I came to you as a woman, I feel like you needed to know that this is how I felt, and if a situation was to pop up because of this reason, I feel like you could have said to me, instead of talking to other people, that, you know, I'm going to invite this person, and you give me that choice to say, okay, well, if you're still going to invite them, I don't want to continue.
I mean, I get it. Like, looking back on it, I get it. I definitely get it. I'm not going to discredit that. At the time, I was thinking, like, you know, this is my event. I don't feel like I need to get permission from him. I don't feel like I need to get permission from her. Like, I'm going to put everybody in the same room, and let's figure out how the dynamic is going to be, so I can figure out how I need to move. And that was just that on that. But I definitely get how you felt, and that's why I was willing to hear you out and then move forward from there.
So do you think it was her fault that you and Darius got into it?
I think that was inevitable. I think that, you know, if a sit down was not to happen and for us to diffuse the situation, then it was inevitable. That was going to happen, period. Whether it was at her event, Naoka's event, my event, anything. But if I would have seen him in public, just walking down the street, it would have popped.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't necessarily think she.
So Naoka, you actually didn't invite Darius, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But you actually did invite Darius to something to honor Christina's wishes. A lot of people may have said that was maybe bowing down to Christina or being her pawn or whatever. What do you say to those people that say that?
You know, when you have people in your life, you just have to learn how to love people in their love language, respect what they're asking, regardless of, you know, how you may feel about it. I don't think it's a big deal if Darius would have came to y'all would have talked and whatever went down, but that's how she feels.
Yeah.
I'm cool with her. I'll respect her wishes.
Yeah.
So question, why was it more precedent for her than him?
What you mean?
So why was it more precedent for you to respect her wishes and not consider his feelings?
She came to me.
Okay.
Well, at the end of the day, again, I concur less.
Right, and I don't think he really had that big of a
It
opinion
didn't seem
on
like you had that big of a deal anyway.
No, I mean, if Christina doesn't want me around when we're hanging out, then I'm cool with that. Anything that's going to keep us from having to get into any type of drama. That's what I'm trying to eliminate in this season, is trying to avoid and trying to diffuse all of the tension that we have been having.
I've told you how you can do that.
Well,
Right
baby,
here.
we already
It's
fixed that. We fixed that, right?
I don't know. I watched a couple of episodes and it looked like you still added a little bit.
Added that.
But it wasn't my problem, so I'm gonna let you have it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I will say Darius. I will say this season you
A lot more died down.
you died down a lot.
Thank
You less popped off on people.
Yes, thank
You
you.
you didn't go upside. Well,
Still missing.
you did. But we'll talk about that later. So Darius,
Yes.
you called London for advice.
I did.
First off, why call London out of all people?
Well, to be honest.
Not your friend.
Hey,
Okay, sure. You can say whatever you want to think about
That was messy with himself.
Let him answer.
London also being a part of this series, even though he's in Houston and everything like that, I figured that, you know, I can kind of get a little bit advice, you know, from
You
him,
made him a part of
considering relationships and friendships.
but you used to talk shit about London though.
Still do.
And he been talking shit about you in the
Still
last
do.
season, so I don't understand.
I was actually talking to Zachary, asking his damn question. I need you to stay in a
Why
child's
you getting
place
mad
over
when I
there
talk?
and mind your own
I was
business.
having
Mind your goddamn
You
business and try to stay out of mine.
Why are you so
Anyway,
mad?
Zachary, like
With
I
them
was
tight
saying
ass
to
children.
you,
Well, let him hold on. Let him
Thank
answer.
you. Shut your ass up over there.
Make me. Period, because he's so pressed.
Trust me, I can make you real quick. You don't know me very well, sir. So I need you to shut your fucking mouth.
Are you mad?
Thank you. No, not
Clearly.
Darius,
You're not
Oh,
my
Darius, keep.
So
Answer my question.
my thing is that I reached out to London. I'm just trying to get advice. That's all I was trying to do at the end of the day was get advice.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we were starting this new season and everything like that. I'm meeting a whole new group of people. I just need to know how to handle it. I'm trying to change. I'm trying to grow.
Yeah.
Unlike certain people over here that I will not name,
If you're
I'm
trying to
actually
grow,
trying
you
to
should
be a
have
better man. Shut your fucking
directed
mouth
me.
up. I'm not talking to you.
But
So,
you directly told me.
I don't give a fuck. I didn't say your name, so shut your fucking mouth up. I could have been talking to somebody else, so you need to shut your fucking mouth
Who
up.
you gonna talk to? Because you're
Oh,
talking
Darius,
to
can
I'm
you
trying to be a
Oh,
better
Darius,
person.
can we talk to
Overall,
new Darius
that's what I'm
again?
trying to do. I'm trying to be a better person overall. So I was just seeking for help. Is there something wrong with that? I don't think so.
I don't think. I can get what you're saying as someone who has also been on the show
Yes.
as a OG person. I can get it.
Thank you.
As a,
Yeah. As an original, y'all been holding it down. Both y'all been holding it down. Don't discredit it.
So
No.
like,
Don't discredit it.
No, I'm not discrediting Darius. That was Shane one for
She's
this.
talking about
London.
okay. Well, Nyoka, what are your thoughts on the events that went down at Justice Party? As our resident Iana Van Zandt. What are your thoughts?
Well, beloved.
Beloved.
I think shit got real fast. Like I wasn't anticipating to get so crazy.
Yeah.
Like I knew she was probably gonna get mad. That's why I was forewarning her. She an alpha female, you know what I'm saying? But I was expecting us to still be able to like be a little civilized. I was looking at you some type of way.
Were you disappointed in?
I was disappointed in too. First of all, y'all was getting into it. My wig got into it. I was highly disappointed because at the end of the day, we're still a group, so we still should be able to coexist with one another. But I feel where she's coming from, so it's always two ends of the
Here's the
spectrum.
thing though,
Can I say
about
something real quick? Just real quick.
Go for it.
Honestly, I didn't think it was gonna be on the bed.
Well,
Because when I
let me
initially
stop you there, because you were the aggressor.
Okay,
Because there didn't say anything to you.
Let me finish.
I'm saying
Let me
that.
finish.
Go ahead.
Let me
I was
finish.
actually trying to leave out of the room.
Again, I'm still the alpha female. Just give me a second, look where I'm going to. When I initially pulled you to the side, I just wanted to holler at you.
Pulled or through.
Damn it,
You want to holler?
Yeah. And what I mean by holler, I meant like just let me holler at you.
Okay.
Let me scream out and get out what I need to get out and push you the fuck out.
And
But then you pushed out the way like you wasn't trying to hear what I was saying, and then just threw me for a loop, and I just went snap.
Okay.
she went black. She ain't
That's
seen
fine.
nothing no more.
Yeah.
She blacked
That's
out.
fine. I love
the
you.
bacon store
I
cookie.
still love you. I always will love you.
I love you
I
too.
mean, we had a falling out, we had an altercation, and at the end of the day, I believe that both of us have moved on from that. We
Absolutely.
both have elevated from that. So, you know, I keep it moving.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, on that note, we're gonna take a quick break, and we will regroup and be right back. It's literally a quick break. Don't go too far.
Girl, you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. I didn't know. Was that a door right there? All right, girl.
Okay, we're back after a quick break. So Chelsea,
Yes.
do you feel like after all the events that went down at your party, do you feel like you stood up for the girls? At all?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, I definitely do.
Okay. You feel like she stood up for you?
I do. I really do. I feel like she was actually in my corner as a good friend ought to be. And she was really just trying to calm down the situation. Because again, we're all trying to have fun. We're all trying to turn up and stuff like that. So
Here's the thing. Darius hit me up and was like, "Are you inviting Christina?" And I said, "Absolutely." And he was like, I said, "Here's the thing. Everybody's gonna be adults." I had already gave Amber the disclaimer because I felt like she was the one who's gonna ratchet the fuck up. And I gave her the disclaimer. She opted to bow out. And when he hit me up and I was like, "We all gonna be adults," I feel like then now we have a group where we can all coexist. We can all be adults no matter what's going on. And I want to feel everybody out. I want to get to know everybody so I can build my own relationships. So when he hit me up, I had told him, "We're not gonna do the fighting. We're not gonna do the extra. Like, I mean, if y'all gotta go at it, rah, bitch this, bitch that, that's up to y'all, but we're not gonna do the fighting." And that was my whole thing. Like, you know, you're not gonna put your hands on her. And from what I was told from Nyoka, like she's gonna be unbothered. She ain't gonna fuck. So, and that was my perception.
So Devin.
Yes.
So after all that, you went to go talk to Darius and go meet with Darius. Do you, after looking back and seeing that it bothered Christina, would you have done it again, or do you regret wanting to talk to her?
No, I don't regret it because I'm new to the situation, so I wanted to get a feel for everybody. If you watching the episode, we have already talked, and she told me that she's not going to tell me to stop being friends with people and stuff like that. She just gave me a little disclosure about him, but I wanted to feel about everybody. So that's when I hit him up, and we had that conversation, and we was talking.
So since you did tell him that, why did it bother you?
I don't have a problem with him being friends with you. I don't have a problem with anybody on here being. I've never told nobody on here not to be friends.
well, let's be clear.
Well,
I'm not friends with them, period. So you don't have to worry about that.
Baby, we would never be friends.
I thought the question was
you're pressed
directed
about
to
me,
you.
baby.
It is directed to you, but
From
I
the
want to
looks and
address you
all,
to let you
baby.
know
With your
that you don't have to worry about me and
Benjamin
establishing a
Button
friendship
looking
because
ass.
this bitch right here ain't shit to me. So we're good.
Okay.
Okay. Can you
So
answer my
yes,
question?
it bothered me because I felt like it was a simple to know. Like if you want to do something sneaky, like you could just tell me. Because
Trust me.
we're really close and we talk about everything. And we had to literally just talk right before he went to go see them. So if you're going to go meet up with him, why would you tell me you hanging up with me to go meet with him? Why you just don't tell me on the phone? He said he was about to meet a friend. Why you just don't tell
I
me
just
to
said
be
this. I felt some type
I
of
just
way
said
when I heard about that
I
shit.
mean, it's simple. We laughed about it. You know, I wasn't really mad. I just felt like it was funny. You know, it's funny that y'all are linking up and nobody knows. Y'all
Well, Nyoka just happened to accidentally come along.
My friend was over there shy.
So what was your thoughts seeing that them together?
I was surprised because, you know, these two and these two. So I'm like, what are they doing together? I felt like it was a little bit messy. Because if you have to like go out of your way to not say something, then it is an issue. You know
It's
what I
some
mean?
intent
Like, it's
behind
not
it,
even
right?
It's some malicious shit behind it. It's not even that big of a
You
deal.
don't feel that way?
It's like no malicious intent about it, because I feel like if y'all can invite whoever y'all wanted to y'all situation, so why can I put it aside?
But here's the game.
But
you're good friends
but
with Christina. I wasn't good friends with Christina, so it could have been some loyalty there. So when you could have told her and been like, hey, I'm about to meet over there to see what the fuck he got going on. And the whole time y'all was there, he was talking trash about Christina. You put your little disclaimer in there like, don't call bitch.
Because it's don't need to be disrespectful like that because you talking about you feel some type of way.
You were disrespectful because you didn't even tell her that you want to meet with her nemesis.
Okay, did you tell her that you was invited to her?
That's not my best friend.
Okay, so
you her best friend.
That's my sister, yeah. So,
okay, even closer. Even closer. Even closer.
It don't matter.
It do matter.
It don't.
It
because
do
I have
matter.
my own way to pick
It do
my
matter.
own
But the same way I'm kicking your ass, the same way I pick his ass. You should have told me that you was going to meet with Devin. And you should have told, because you put on the whole facade like you don't fuck with him. So I would have felt more comfortable if you would have told me that you was meeting with him.
I apologize.
So don't feel sick. Don't be y'all.
Yeah, we know that. We know that.
Shit like that.
Boom.
At the end of the day, I don't feel wrong. Y'all have y'all opinions. And honestly, I don't give a fuck.
But
So,
at the end of the day, that's for you and her to figure out.
Right, that's for you and her.
We already talked about it. We did talk about it. And I did.
Me and Darius were
I
never
wasn't
friends.
mad about the situation. I just felt some type of way because I felt like it could have been addressed differently. Just like with the situation with her. I just feel like certain things can be handled a certain way, and people just don't be thinking about it like that. They just think
But if
about
you
their
can
own
hold your
personal
grudge
things.
as long as you held against me, I feel like he need a little bit more crucifixion over there. Because
I didn't hold no grudge
loyalty.
against you, girl.
I don't have no loyalty.
We still drank bubbly
You know I'm
next
loyal
to
to
me.
Christina?
You did.
That's what she said. I don't have no loyalty. That's what she was just gonna say. So I just,
But is that what you saying?
You feel like that was a loyalty?
Don't repeat me, baby. Don't be no carrot.
I'm not being no
What did you say? What did you say? I said your loyalty lies more with her than my loyalty lies with her because y'all have a closer
and like
bond
I
than me
said,
and
we
her
already
did.
squashed the situation, so y'all bringing it back up because y'all.
We bring it back up
Because y'all want to take ownership.
That's
That's
why we
what
bring
the
it back.
And I told you we already talked about
That's
it. So
what
don't-
the union are for.
Okay,
as
so what's
well.
okay.
All right. So speaking of doubling people out, Nyoka, you didn't invite Devin to your Meal Summer Mimosas event, and that was like a big thing between y'all. So, do you think looking back, you would have invited him?
No, because it's a Meal Summer Mimosas event. So even though she's like, I don't want these people here, it was easier for me to be like, oh, okay, whatever, fuck it. Now, if it was an all-inclusive event, I'm like, yo, Christina, like, let's just coexist with one another. That probably would have been a different
So
conversation.
she just don't have no pussy.
It's Meal Summer Mimosas.
Thank you.
It was pussy in the mouth.
Can you help explain that to him? Because he doesn't
But I want to know what was your reason why
He
you
overanalyzed shit. That's his
Okay,
reason.
but let me get it from me.
He didn't have a reason.
My reason was not that because I was like, okay, I'm new, so I'm feeling like I'm getting, shut down for hanging out with everybody.
But I said it's a all girls event.
I'm not even talking about you, baby. The bitch
But you was on that bitch shit.
You got the
You was
pussy,
over there
right?
your fucking period in front of Nyoka and
In the
shit.
middle, too.
Talking about, I can go.
You must be on your spot, baby.
If you want to be one of the girls, that's fine. You can be. I don't
That's
give a
you,
fuck.
baby. You started the group,
So y'all
remember?
both the girls.
When you had Onion, right?
No, sis.
You remember
That's
that?
not me, bro.
You better make sure
That's not me.
I want to know what
That's
you
not me.
why were you so upset about it? That's what I want to know.
The reason why I was upset because I felt like, okay, you taking my invite away just because
She never
these
invited
hoes-
Ooh, press.
Hold on, Darius.
the
Darius.
two.
Not me, boo.
You are, because you keep talking like a yak dog. You look.
No, that was
like
your
a bear
ass
dog.
just about 10 minutes
Let
ago.
him
Was
get
I
out.
with
Let him
them?
get out.
You finna tap on
Can you answer the question, please?
Let him
Ooh, you're so
Darius, wait a minute.
Okay, Darius, please ease on down the road.
But anywho, I was mad at the fact that like she could have had that conversation with me to the side, like you taking my invite away because they can't coexist.
But even if she would have told you that, do you think you still would have been upset?
Maybe a little bit, just a little bit, because I know I just ready to party. That's all. I
He
just
be
be ready
in
to
his
dance.
feelings. That's his
So,
problem.
okay, I'm sorry.
He don't take
Do you need a
rejection
tampon right
really
No,
now?
I don't like
You
it
need a
at all.
tampon?
I don't like
You
it.
like
He don't take rejection really well.
You still talking?
I just
Baby, you
wanna
still
know.
pressed about
I
that
just want to know.
situation?
No, baby, I'm not pressed.
Why you asking people
You the
to
one
tell
over
her?
there getting frustrated about it.
I'm not
I didn't even invite you, then guess what?
Darius,
I didn't give a fuck.
Darius.
That is that time. We'll take it off because it don't matter.
Baby, this gonna be a 6-hour reunion today.
Heat flash. Just take that jacket off.
Baby boy.
Can I get you to chill for me?
He needs to.
Okay, thank
I'm
you.
cool. Thank you.
All right, Christina. So question is, and it came-
Christina, you heard him?
Christine.
It came up a lot.
Yes.
The question that people want to know is, why was it okay for Nyoka to invite Darius for y'all to meet up, but it wasn't okay for Chelsea.
Oh,
So, okay, first of all, me and Nyoka actually had a conversation. That's what people don't know, is that Nyoka talked to me first about it, okay? She didn't tell me when she was going to do it, but she told me that she was going to do it.
Yeah.
So when honestly, I had a vibe coming into it, like, I kind of knew that this is what she was plotting, because we had a long conversation about it, and she was like, I just really need you just to, listen, and then when you listen, just kind of get how you feel out, and I respected it. Okay. Because she actually pulled me to the side and had that conversation. Everything don't have to be put on screen. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I was prepared.
We'll touch on that a little bit later. All right. So Chelsea.
yes.
Christina, y'all met up and you talked to her, and she basically told you you need to learn your voice. Oh.
What scene was that?
You met with her at the gym.
She's
When you met her at the gym.
Oh, okay.
So with that,
She told me I
What
need
is
to learn
your-
my place.
she basically told you you need to learn how to group work.
Only thing I heard verbatim
There's a
that stood out
hierarchy
was
here.
that I did some hoe ass shit.
So do you think she still needs to learn how to place in the group?
And
I
this
said what I
goes
said.
back
I
to
don't
what
think I need to learn my place. My place is
Does she
solidified.
feel that she is
I said what I
superior
I
to
got
the rest
this.
of the members of the group?
And I got it.
I want her to
I got
answer
it.
the question.
Yeah.
I want you to
That
answer the
has
question.
nothing to do with
I got
being
it.
superior.
I got it.
Trust me, it has nothing to do with being superior, baby. What I'm saying
Like
is,
a
when I tell
boss.
you this,
No, I know my place.
Let her finish. Let her answer.
I know my place.
what I'm saying is,
But with,
if you're
can you
coming in,
repeat the question?
the question was for you.
No, can you repeat the question?
The
'Cause it
question
said
is,
Chelsea.
no,
said
ask her.
Christina.
Ask Christina.
Oh.
Does Christina still need to? Does she need to learn her place?
So I said what I said.
But do she need to
Yeah.
learn her place?
Absolutely.
She needs to learn her place in the group.
Yes.
So what
What's
is
my
her place
place?
in the group?
Yeah, definitely.
She's
Define
new.
that.
She's new to the group, so if you're new coming into the group, then you don't come in automatically starting shit.
What did I
If you
start?
coming in to get to know people, you coming in to get to know people.
What did I start?
If you want to start some
Yeah,
shit,
my
then you
event. What
start
I started my event. I didn't come to your event.
You initially,
You came to my event.
You initiated something when I specifically said, "Do not invite someone."
I don't answer.
That question. You asked me a question. Can I finish?
I don't answer.
You
to
asked me a
people.
question. Would you like me to answer
Go
it?
ahead.
Okay, great.
And your lady voices.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, if you specifically tell me something, and I
To
feel
come
like
to my
I'm
event?
going to deliberately do different, I'm going to tell you. Just because I'm just going to let you know, I'm still going to do this. Period. So you have an option. You can either come, you don't gotta come.
Because
That's
I
just
don't
being
even
real.
understand it.
And you
I
always
don't
talk about
understand
somebody being 100%. Just be real. If you gonna tell somebody that you gonna do something that they telling you they gonna act a fool at your event, I'm telling you.
Did you tell me you gonna act a fool?
I told you it was gonna be an issue
When did you tell me that?
when I sent the text message.